Ashwagandha is one of the most popular herbs for stress. But here's the problem. Not every stressed person needs ashwagandha. Some people take it and feel calmer. Some feel nothing. Some feel heavier, foggier, more irritated, or just wrong. And that does not always mean the herb is bad. It may mean the pattern was wrong. Same symptom, different herb. Most people hear the word stress and immediately think adaptogen. And then they hear adaptogen and immediately think ashwagandha. But stress is not one state. It can look like burnout. It can look like wired anxiety. It can look like emotional tension. It can look like poor sleep. It can look like low mood, sugar cravings, gut tightness, or a body that feels overstimulated all day. So the question is not, is ashwagandha good for stress? The better question is, what kind of stress are we looking at? Ashwagandha makes the most sense when stress has become depletion. This is the person who feels tired but tense, low energy, poor recovery, weak sleep, heavy body, low resilience. They may push through the day, but the system does not bounce back well. This is where ashwagandha can fit beautifully, not because it turns off stress like a switch, because it may support the body's stress response, nervous system tone, sleep quality, and recovery capacity over time. This is the classic burned out but still functioning pattern. But now compare that with a different person. Fast thoughts, tight chest, heat in the body, restlessness, irritability. They lie down exhausted, but their system is still running. That is not the same pattern. For this person, the first need may not be a deeper adaptogen. It may be a clearer calming direction. Think lemon balm, passion flower, skullcap, lavender, chamomile, tilia, hawthorn flower, or sometimes valerian. The goal is not to build the person first. The goal is to lower the noise, because a wired system often needs quiet before rebuilding. Then there is the stress that goes straight into the heart, palpitations, chest pressure, internal shaking, that sudden wave of fear. The person may say, "I'm stressed," but the body is showing a heart nervous system pattern. That is not the same as simple tiredness. Here, herbs like hawthorn flower, tilia, lemon balm, motherwort, skullcap, or passion flower may make more sense depending on the person. Ashwagandha might still be useful later, but it may not be the first move. The first move is often calm the signal, support the heart, reduce the spike. Some people do not feel depleted. They feel hot, angry, reactive, impatient, frustrated, inflamed, sensitive to everything. Their sleep is light. Their mind is sharp but irritated. Their body does not want more pressure. This is where ashwagandha can be a mismatch for some people. Not always, but sometimes. Because if the person already feels too activated, too hot, or too reactive, they may need cooling, clearing, or softer nervous system herbs before anything building. This is where herbs like skullcap, lemon balm, passion flower, chamomile, bacopa, gotu kola, or reishi may fit better. Different stress, different direction. There is also a group that has to be more careful, people with thyroid sensitivity. Ashwagandha is often discussed in relation to thyroid support. That can be useful in some depleted low thyroid type patterns. But if someone has thyroid medication, hyperthyroid tendency, strong palpitations, heat, anxiety spikes, or unstable thyroid labs, this is not a casual supplement decision, because stress, thyroid, adrenal function, sleep, heart rate, and mood are not separate boxes. They talk to each other all day. So if the pattern is unclear, guessing with ashwagandha is not the smartest move. Another common mismatch is gut-reactive stress. Some people take ashwagandha and feel digestive heaviness, nausea, loose stool, or discomfort. That does not mean every form will do that, but it tells you something important. The gut may need attention first. Maybe the person needs bitters before meals, maybe carminatives after meals, maybe mucilage if the gut lining is irritated, maybe liver and bile support, maybe microbiome support. Stress herbs work better when the body can actually receive them. If digestion is irritated or unstable, the first herb is not always the famous one. This is also where medicinal mushrooms become interesting. Reishi is often a better stress bridge when stress comes with poor sleep, inflammation, immune imbalance, or a body that cannot recover. It is not just a calming idea. It sits between nervous system, immune system, and recovery. Hericium can be useful when stress lives in the gut-brain axis, especially when digestion, mood, nerve sensitivity, and mental clarity are all part of the picture. Agaricus may fit more depleted, low-resilience patterns where immune weakness, fatigue, and long-term stress travel together. The point is not to replace ashwagandha with a mushroom. The point is to stop thinking in one-herb answers. Sometimes the nervous system needs calm. Sometimes the terrain needs rebuilding. Sometimes the gut needs repair. Sometimes the immune system needs regulation. Before using ashwagandha for stress, ask 5 questions. First, am I depleted or am I wired? If you are depleted, ashwagandha may fit better. If you are wired, calming nervines may come first. Second, do I feel cold and weak or hot and reactive? That changes the direction. Third, is sleep poor because I crash and cannot recover, or because my mind will not switch off? Not the same problem. Fourth, do I have thyroid issues, palpitations, pregnancy, breastfeeding, liver disease, or medication use? Then this should not be casual. Fifth, does my gut tolerate it? If not, the problem may be delivery, dose, form, timing, or the wrong herb. So here is the clean map. Ashwagandha is more likely to fit burnout, depletion, poor recovery, stress fatigue, nervous exhaustion, low resilience, and some low thyroid-style fatigue patterns when properly assessed. Ashwagandha may be less ideal as the first choice for hot irritability, acute panic spikes, strong palpitations, hyper-alert insomnia, thyroid overactivity, pregnancy, breastfeeding, liver concerns, or a gut that reacts badly to it. This is why take ashwagandha for stress is too simple. The herb did not become famous for no reason, but popularity is not personalization. The real rule is simple. Do not match herbs to stress. Match herbs to the stress pattern. If the body is depleted, rebuild. If the body is wired, calm. If the heart is racing, support the heart signal. If the gut is reactive, fix the gut terrain. If the system is inflamed, soothe first. If the person is on medication or has thyroid or liver concerns, do not guess. Ashwagandha can be powerful, but powerful does not mean universal. Same symptom, different herb, same word, stress, completely different direction. If you'd like to learn more about herbal tips, herbal remedies, and natural ways to support your health, subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thanks for The Herbalist.